Hi Breathe Yogis, this is Emily. I want you to know that I miss you all very much, but we're just going to do about a 30-minute flow because I don't know about you, but that's about the only patience I have for my home practice. So we're going to start with the child's pose. Go ahead and come on down. And even if you can't see me through some of these poses, just know you can follow the cues in my voice. Starting in child, setting those hips back to the heels, reaching the arms forward, then melting forehead or the chin down. I want you to inch those fingertips forward, pull the shoulder blades down the back. Settle those hips in close to the heels and breathe all the way deeply into the back side of the body. Melting that chest down as best you can. Maybe gentle wiggles side to side if that feels good for your hips, and dropping the chest further down to the mat. I want you to inch those shoulder blades down the back and maybe even lift the forearms up off the mat, the elbows lift, settling those chest deeper between the thighs. Preparing here to move with our breath. Go ahead and pull the chest forward all the way to tabletop position. Knees are underneath the hips. Taking a few rounds of cat and cow poses. Inhale, we drop the belly, heart lifts forward. Exhale and round the spine. Inhale for cow pose, dropping the belly, heart lifts forward. Feel free to close the eyes, round for cat. One more round, drop the belly, heart lifts, pull the shoulders back. Exhale and rounding that spine, scooping the belly. And let's hold this one a few breaths, dropping the head. Coming back to that flat back, I want you to take a few lateral movements, squeezing a shoulder towards a hip. Side to side, getting that stretch even into the neck. Good, then you can inch your fingers forward a little bit, tuck your toes under, find your downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Pressing out of those wrists into the fingertips, sending those heels down towards the mat, keeping your ribs tucked in. Go ahead and pedal out the legs. Bending into one knee deeply, then the other. Maybe shifting the hips side to side, just warming up, easing tension. Good, on an inhale, roll it forward to your high plank pose, upward push-up position. Pull the shoulder blades down the back, crown the head's reaching forward, maybe squeezing the inner thighs. And we'll ease on down to our belly, maybe knees come down first, elbows hug into the side body. Finding a gentle cobra, untuck your toes, pressing into the palms, lifting the chest, elbows hugging in tight. Nice long neck here. Going only as high as is comfortable for you. We'll take another inhale, lifting, exhale to slowly lower. Toes tuck under, maybe coming to knees first. Send your hips high to downward facing dog. Nice, on your inhale, let's rise up on the toes. Exhale, slowly walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Finding that forward fold, Uttanasana at the top of the mat, grab opposite elbow. Feet can be hip distance apart or closer, whatever's comfortable. Shake out that neck. Good, release the elbows here, soften your knees. Inhale, sweep it high to the sky. And exhale, draw that energy down to heart center. Tadasana for a few breaths, standing mountain pose. Pull the shoulder blades down the back, tucking tailbone, squeezing all the muscles into the bones. Close your eyes. Find that breath, deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Good, open your eyes, inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, bowing into a forward fold. Take an inhale to lengthen out the spine using strong back muscles. Exhale, fold in. Without locking the knees, inhale, sweep it up. Right back down, exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. One more like that. For sun salutations, inhale, arms rise. Maybe slight back bend. Exhale, drop and fold. Take an inhale, lengthen out the spine. This time, chaturanga, palm your mat, jump or step it back, high to low plank, maybe knees down first, elbows in. Up dog or cobra, it's a gentle back bend. Exhale, lift your hips high, pressing chest to thigh. Long neck, heels pressing down. Maybe inner spiraling the inner thighs slightly. On your inhale, let's rise up on the toes. Exhale, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen halfway. Inhale, exhale, we fold. Rooting into those feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold it forward. Lengthen, inhale, exhale, chaturanga, palm the mat, jumper, step it back and lower. Up dog or cobra, strong through those arms, exhale, sending hips high. A few breaths here, settling into this elongated pose, keeping the ribs tucked in, tailbone nice and high. And we'll take one more sun salutation A. On your inhale, rise up on your toes. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold down. Reach it high. Inhale. And let's find a chair pose, Utkatasana. Settling the weight into the heels, tucking that tailbone under. Super strong in that back. Feel free to open those elbows wider. Good. From here, I want you to take your right hand to your left wrist, lengthen through that left side and pull the chest to the right. And keeping those hips sinking down into your chair. Come back up to center, stay in your chair, switching sides, reaching the chest over to the left. Beautiful stretch to the rib cage here. And coming back to center, release the hands, take an inhale, sink a little bit lower, exhale, drop and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Up dog, broad through the collarbones. Exhale, lift your hips high to the sky. On an inhale, right leg lifts up behind you for 3 points. Circle through the ankle. In one direction, then the other. Take another inhale to lift. Exhale, curl it in, knee to nose. 3-point heel lifts high. Find your warrior one. Right foot steps to the top of the mat. Back foot spins flat down. Arms rise up. There's some weight in the outer blade of that back foot. Drawing those hips forward as best you can without twerking the knee. Keep your belly in nice and tight. Good, let's take an inhale here. Exhale, we open out to warrior two. Squeezing those shoulder blades down the back, right knees pointing straight ahead. And settle deep into this pose. Keep your hips where they are. Reach it back for a peaceful warrior. Shoulders down. Maybe even sinking deeper into that right knee. We'll take another inhale. Exhale, hands cartwheel down. Finding your runner's lunge, spinning up onto those back toes. Maybe you're on fingertips, maybe hands are on blocks, maybe you want to rock a little bit, getting a little movement into those hip joints. Good, lower the back knee down, take an inhale, and exhale for half splits. Untuck your back toes, rock your hips back as you straighten that front leg. Sliding heel forward if you need more space. Let's take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding in. Squaring off your hips a little bit, making sure right knee is soft and bent. Flexing those toes up hard. Good, let's bend the front knee. Left hand stays down. Reach your right arm to the sky for a modified revolve side angle. Shoulders down away from those ears, and that right knee stays right to the center of the midline of the body. And that right hand comes down. Let's step it back to high plank, upward push-up position. Take an inhale. Exhale, we lower chaturanga. Find your up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, reach your left heel high to the sky. Let's take a few circles to the ankle. In the opposite direction. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, it's cheetah. Draw knee into nose. Back to 3-point lift. Warrior one, foot steps forward. Grab it if you need to. Back foot spins flat down. Arms rise up. Shoulder blades down. Low bellies in. Pressing some weight into the outer blade of that back foot. Good, take another inhale, exhale, open out, warrior two. Maybe you're popping and cracking all over the place like me. Drop your shoulders down, reach out through the fingertips, but squeeze your shoulder blades together. So we'll surf it back to a peaceful warrior. You'll notice that low body does not move. Good, let's take an inhale, exhale, hands cartwheel down, runner's lunge, framing the front foot, spinning up onto the back toes. Add in a little motion if you'd like, maybe lengthen out through the spine. Gently the back knee comes down, untuck your back toes, half splits, rock it back. Walking the hands back with you if you need to, and let's all drop that left hip down, flexing the toes up. You're really going to feel this in the outer blade, or outer hip rather. Good, rock it forward, right hand stays down, reach your left arm open for a modified revolve side angle. Good, another inhale, exhale, hand comes down, left foot steps back, chaturanga, lower chest. Up dog or cobra, exhale, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Should be really nice and warm now. On your inhale, lift the right heel to the sky. Exhale, take a bend in the knee, scorpion tail. On your inhale, let's straighten the leg. Exhale to twist cheetah, knee to the left elbow. 3-point heel to the sky. Warrior one, step it forward. Back foot flat, arms rise up. Another inhale, exhale, open out, warrior two. Reach it back, peaceful warrior, inhale. Good, another inhale, exhale, hands cartwheel down, high up on your back toes. Take an inhale, exhale, straighten your front leg, this time with back knee lifted, folding into a nice intense leg stretch. Pressing down through the back heel. Maybe you're able to pull that right hip back. Keep the neck nice and long. Good, bending into your front knee. Break to a runner's lunge. Then let's rise all the way up to a crescent lunge. Back heels lifted, feet about hip distance apart. On your inhale, draw your hands to heart center. Take a prayer twist, left elbow outside of right thigh. Use an arm into the leg to really torque open. Then maybe pressing those palms together. Feel free also to open the arms. You may also lower the back knee. Good, we'll take an inhale, exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot. We're going to move right to a side plank. Right foot will step back to meet the left foot. To modify, just lower the bottom knee. You may have one foot in front of the other or feet stacked. Arch your hips up high, maybe rotate your chest open to the sky. Good, we'll take another inhale, exhale, hand comes down, chaturanga if you choose. Heart lifts, inhale. Exhale, lift your hips to the sky, down dog. Nice, on your inhale, reach your left heel to the sky, take a bend in the knees, scorpion tail. And on your inhale, left leg straightens, twist your cheetah knee to the right elbow. 3-point, reach it to the sky, warrior one, step it forward. Back foot flat down, find your balance, lift your chest. Good, another inhale, exhale, warrior two, open up. Pull those thighs apart. Let's reach it back, peaceful warrior. And we'll take another inhale, exhale, hands cartwheel down, frame the front foot. High up on your back toes, take an inhale here, exhale to straighten your front leg, folding over. You'll notice if your elbows are really bent, crawl them further forward, create more length through the rib cage. And let's bend the front knee back to runner's lunge. Arms rise all the way up to a high lunge, also known as crescent lunge. On your inhale, draw your hands to heart center. Prayer twist. Right elbow drops outside of left thigh. And use that arm into the leg to really wring out the torso. Take another inhale. Exhale, hands come down for side plank. Sweep your left foot back to meet the right. Left arm to the sky or left hand to the waist. You find your variation that works for you. Pressing weight into those fingertips. Protect your wrists. Take an inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Chaturanga optional. Up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good work. Nice. On your inhale, lift the right heel to the sky, 3-point. Let's come right to crescent lunge. Right foot steps to the top, back heel stays lifted. And lift your chest, arms rise. High up on those back toes. Take your right hand to your left wrist. Lengthen through your left side and pull the chest open to the right. Maybe your gaze goes up to the left. Back up to center, warrior two, open out. Nice, and from here, on your inhale, turn your right foot forward, both feet parallel. Take an inhale, exhale to a wide-legged forward fold. Hands can come down for support, and maybe using those arms to draw the chest and the crown of the head further down. Make sure those knees are a little bit soft here. Good. On your inhale, let's lengthen out. Exhale, find side lunge to the right, Skandasana. Make knees pointing same direction as your right big toe. As much weight in the arms as you need. On your inhale, come back through center. Exhale, side lunge open to the left. Good. And we're going to come back to center. And from here, take your hands to your hips. Use your strong core muscles to rise all the way up to standing. Once you're lifted, it's heels in, toes out. Bend your knees down to goddess. Tucking that tailbone under. We're going to reach the arms up. We're going to take the right arm underneath the left for eagle arms. You can also grab opposite shoulder if this doesn't work for you. Lift your elbows up high off the chest. Pull the thighs apart, keeping the tailbone tucking under. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, we open out to warrior two, facing the back of the mat. Separate those legs wider if you need to. Good. Inhale back to a peaceful warrior. Exhale, find a extended side angle. You may place elbow to thigh or hand down on the inside of the foot. Reach your arm over your ear. We'll take an inhale, exhale, hands cartwheel down, crawl all the way back to the front, right back to a side plank, right foot steps back to meet the left. Maybe find an extended angle here. Good. For revolve side plank, right hand comes down, thread the right leg underneath your left arm. Then you can rotate on those feet, lift your hips up high to the sky, let your head and heart open. Left hand comes down, step it back to high plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. To downward facing dog. Good work. You guys are doing great. And same thing, other side. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Come to crescent lunge, foot steps forward, back heels lifted. And your arms rise up. Nice. I want you to take your left hand, grab your right wrist, inhale to lengthen to the right side, and pull it over to the left, keeping your hips stable. Maybe gaze goes up. Let's Let's inhale back up to center. Exhale, open it out, warrior two. Notice shoulders stacked right over those hips. Good. From here, I want you to turn those left toes forward, arms rise. This time, intertwining fingers behind the back. Take an inhale to lift the heart open. Exhale, you fold over. Dropping the arms up and off the back. Now you may have a steeple finger, you may have fingers intertwined. Maybe sway a little bit till you find center. Let that neck hang nice and long. Good. Release the hands down. Take an inhale to lengthen out. Exhale, side lunge to your left. Maybe hands lift to heart center, opening those inner thighs. Good. Let's come through center. Inhale, exhale, side lunge to the right, bending that right knee, making sure your knees feel safe. Good. Let's come back to center. Turning your toes forward, hands to your waist, flat back, soft knees, rise all the way to standing. Turn those heels in, toes out, goddess your legs. Then with your arms out, we send left elbow under right elbow for eagle arms. Remember, you can grab opposite shoulder if you'd rather. Sink your hips down, press your elbows out, big opening between the shoulder blades. Take another inhale, maybe sink a little bit lower. Exhale, we open out, warrior two, facing the back of your mat. Good. Inhale back to a peaceful warrior. And exhale to a revolve or extended side angle. Maybe arm to the inside, top arm reaching long. Good. We'll take another inhale. Exhale, we travel all the way back to the top. Runner's lunge facing front, right to a side plank. Left foot back to meet the right, maybe arching your hips up, reaching your arm overhead. Revolve side plank, left hand down, thread your left leg underneath your right arm. Lifting up high, head falls back. Good, and hand comes down, step it back, high plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, right to your downward facing dog. Good, let's melt the knees down. Keep your hips over your knees for melting heart pose. Inch your arms forward, maybe a little wider than the mat. Chin or your forehead rest down. And right, a shoulder opener right from here. You can keep your right arm forward. Thread your left arm underneath the right for thread the needle. The shoulders down, the head comes down. And maybe inch your right arm over to the left. Press into that palm to deepen your twist. Pressing down into that right knee at the same time. Really breathe into that belly. Good, and that hand is down. Unthread the left arm. We switch right to the other side. Right arm underneath your left. Dropping to the shoulder, dropping to the side of the head, then pressing into that left palm to deepen your twist. Nice, and bring that both hands down underneath your shoulders. Walk your hands forward, a little further forward from your shoulders, and I want you to sink your hips down into an angle. Everything in a nice straight line from the crown of the head to those knees, and pull your shoulders back. Scoop your belly in. And we start to bend the elbows back to ease all the way down to the belly. Good. Once you're here, I want you to bend your knees, reach your hands back for your feet. ankles or the tops of the feet. If this does not work for you, feel free to take a locust with the arms and legs straight. On your inhale, rising up to a bow pose. Beautiful heart opener. Maybe sending the knees a little closer together. Maybe rocking with your breath slightly. Good, let's take one more inhale here. Exhale, relax the chest down. Keep your knees bent. Ear to the mat, windshield wiper. Ankles and knees side to side. Good, let's slide hands underneath the shoulders. Untuck your toes, or tuck those toes rather. Make your way back to a downward facing dog. On your inhale, right leg lifts to the sky for 3 points. Stepping right foot forward all the way to the top of the mat. We're going to move right to a standing splits or a grounded airplane. For standing splits, hands down alongside the foot. Folding over, heel to the sky. For a grounded airplane, just crawl your arms further forward and square more off. Find what your hamstring will allow. Maybe pressing chest towards that thigh. Think forehead to shin. We're going to find a sciatic stretch. I want you to drop your left foot behind your right foot, lining up your pinky toes. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, folding, really sending the weight into that right leg. Drop your chest down, press into that left foot. Maybe send your left hip further back. Nice, and we uncross those legs, send the feet wide, outer edges of your mat, heels in, toes out, find Malasana Yoga Squat. Elbows to the inside of those thighs, pressing the heart open, shoulders down. Good, have a seat on your bottom. We're moving right into Navasana boat pose, maybe shins parallel to the ceiling and your arms reaching out. Feel free to hold on or find that full extension. This is a nice short practice here, so let's get a little bit more core work in. Take an inhale, exhale to canoe. Inhale, we rise to boat, exhale to canoe. Inhale, up to boat, last time canoe. See if you can hold for 3, 2, 1. Last time up for boat. Bend your knees, cross your ankles, hands come forward and down, and let's make our way to down dog. Maybe moving through your vinyasa flow. On your inhale, reach left heel high to the sky. Step foot forward in between the palms, moving to standing splits or grounded airplane. Dropping the chest, using those arms, pressing into the standing leg, opening that outer hip, that right hip. Let's find sciatic stretch. Right foot drops behind the left, lining up your pinky toes. Take an inhale to lengthen, exhale, folding over. And this is what we need more than anything. It's this nice, beautiful stretching. Go ahead and uncross those legs. Go ahead and bend your knees. Sit down onto your bottom. And with control, roll all the way down to your spine. Once you are flat down, draw the knees up, the heels in towards your bottom for a bridge pose. Arms alongside the hips. On your inhale, press into those heels and lift your hips. Gently rock the shoulders up and under. And chin is lifted up off the chest. You're squeezing your glutes, sending knees forward, opening the whole front side of the body. Take another inhale to lift. Exhale, slowly lower those hips down. Soles of the feet together. Drop your knees out wide. Open your arms out wide, or take a hand to belly, hand to heart. Good, and let's lift those knees. It's so important to keep that heart energy center open in these times of trouble. So one more back bend in the form of another bridge or a full wheel if that's in your practice. Hands aligned with the ears. On an inhale, lifting those hips for bridge or wheel. One more inhale, exhale, we slowly roll it down. Good, letting that tailbone come all the way down. And I want you to cross your right ankle over your left thigh for a figure four. Coming into a pigeon on the spine, right hand comes through center, left hand around, intertwining underneath the knee or outside of the knee, maybe flex the feet. Pulling shin into the chest, also sending the thigh, the knee away from you. Good. Now I want you to slide your right knee tighter over the left. Maybe you find full eagle legs or just cross the thighs. We're going to gently lower the knees to the left. With the arms open wide, take your gaze to the right, big supine twist. And back to center, uncross your legs. Prepare for that pigeon on the other side. Left ankle over right thigh. And threading the left arm through, right hand around. Settling into your hip opener. Let's release, slide the thighs closer together, maybe eagle legs, maybe not. We gently ease the knees to the right, sending gaze to the left. Hi, Kibby. Come back up to center. Uncross your legs, gather both knees in tight to the chest. Pull them in. Maybe add a little circle in one direction, then the other. Then you may take your Shavasana, your final rest, laying down for 2 to 5 minutes, or you may rise on up to a comfortable seated position, just sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. So we honor ourselves for creating some space within our body, deepening that breath, easing some mental and physical tension here. Good. Please draw your hands to heart center. If you're not seated, please come on up and join me. Just take a full breath in through the nose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out through the mouth. Please listen or join me for one round of Om. We'll take an inhale to prepare. Om. mind's eye, center of your forehead. May we all be filled with peace, joy, love, and light. Namaste. And we hope you have enjoyed our abbreviated yoga flow. You all stay well.